Hello. Bruh, I have been like sleepy, like very sleepy lately, bruh. Like I kind of woke up from a nap earlier, and then yesterday I was asleep like a lot of the day. But yeah, today when I'm recording this, is actually the last day, like of my classes in school and shit. So yeah, we officially done with classes, and exams are coming up. That's it. But yeah, I feel like I haven't recorded a video in a while. Um, it's when I'm recording. It's only been like 3 days since I last posted. I haven't recorded nothing, but like that's still like a long time for me at least. Um, but yeah, I hope y'all been doing well and shit like that. So yeah, you see the title of this thing, man. I am a very self-conscious person. I be feeling like people are always watching what I do or judging me. A lot of the time, that is really what like keeps me from talking to people or like making connections with people. I think it's always good to like have some bit of like self-consciousness within you, because that's how you know like if what you're doing is good or bad, and like you can make the changes and all that. But at the same time, having too much self-consciousness can be like self-destructive. The worst critic that like we're gonna have in life will always be ourselves. I believe that. It's like you may think that like you may look around and you see people looking at you, whispering, doing whatever, all that. And you might think, oh yeah, they judging me, oh they talking about me, but like really, it's like you don't really know that for sure. Really, that's like kind of more like you judging yourself. But the things they're saying, these are things that you think about yourself. This shit that you're saying to yourself, and like you're just like using those people as a way to like voice that to yourself. You know what I mean? Even in scenarios where people are judging you, because like there are scenarios out there where it's like you think people are talking about you, and they are talking about you. You're correct. Really, the only way though that like them talking about you can affect you is if you're judging yourself along with them. Like if you're thinking about like what they're saying about you, you think about like how they see you, and then like you kind of almost like join them, and like you think of yourself like that too when you say those things to yourself also. That's the only way like what they say can really affect you, is if like you also believe that stuff. When I say that you're the only one watching, I don't mean that in like a literal sense of like you're the only one that notices you. Although to an extent like that could be true, like you are the only one that like really notices you, and no one really cares. People are doing their own thing. But like I really mean that in a way of just saying like you see a reflection of yourself and everything. Like the way like lots of people have said this. I'm not the first person to say this. You probably heard this before, so it's like nothing new. But it's like the way you see yourself is the way you see the world. Or the way you see the world is the way you see yourself. One of those two, like flip flop. Being self conscious, or like really being too self conscious, you kind of just see like things in the world, and you kind of just see things like they have some type of connection to you, like even when they don't, even when it's like it has nothing to do with you, that you're still gonna kind of like look at things and think like it has to do with you. You know what I mean? Like back to that example of like you see people talking, right? Like they might look in your direction and then they start talking or whatever, and you just immediately assume, oh, they're talking about me. They're talking about me. It's me. No, no, no. When it's like in reality, it could just be like, now they're talking about something completely different, and they just happen to look in your direction and then look away. And I think like a way to fix that is like by learning how to, disassociating yourself from the world around you, like disassociating yourself from the things you see, things you hear. Like don't always think that like things always have to like do with you. You know what I mean? Like, those people who think like the world revolve around them. Not saying you're that person, but it's like they always think that like something has to do with them. Like, oh, it's all about me. Like don't think like that. But like, it's just you're just a random person in the world. That not everything has to do with you. Try to come back to your single self. Like don't think of Don't think of yourself being connected to this, that. Oh, this is what this has to do with me. This is me. Da, da, da. Just come back to you and you only as an individual in the spot that you're in. And like ways you can do that, like have a quick little like meditation thing. Like calm yourself. Close your eyes, deep breaths in and out, or like just take your mind off of whatever it is that you feel like you're connected to. Like think about what you got planned for the day. Think about like what you're doing tomorrow. Like for example, tomorrow me and my friend were gonna go see Thunderbolts. Hey, if I felt like I was being too self conscious about something in the moment, I'll just take my mind off it by thinking, oh yeah, Thunderbolts. Yeah, I can't wait to see that movie. I think it's gonna be fire. I think it's I wonder what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So just doing things like that, I feel like can just help control like that that self consciousness. Being self conscious is great, but like only when it's tempered. Like only when it's controlled. Like you don't want to be looking at yourself under a magnifying glass every second of every day. Cause like doing things like that, like always looking at yourself, always seeing your reflection and everything, and always judging it, always like criticizing it. It's like gonna be detrimental, to your life. Like you can't really live if you're always just being critical of the moves you make, the things you did, and like just carrying that baggage like all the time. It's fine to be on autopilot. What I mean, it's fine to like not always be thinking, not always be like so conscious of everything you're doing and everything you're thinking. It's fine to just like let things come and go, and you just be in the moment. You're just doing you. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, like everything's gonna unravel the way it's supposed to. So like you shouldn't be too critical of yourself. Like don't think like oh I wasn't supposed to do this. Oh why I do that. That's just how it is. It's just how things came to be. I think that you can just link this back to like what I said in one of the other videos. I don't remember exactly which one it was, but it's just like you can't be like you gotta learn to love this parts of yourself that like you're ashamed of. That's like the only true way to like become comfortable and be able to like grow, have growth. Like you gotta like look at those parts that like you wish you didn't do, you wish you didn't have this, you wish you didn't do that. You gotta think, hey, that's a part of me. That's a part of like my journey. That's a part of like yeah. Yeah, that's a part of my journey. Shit, yeah. That wasn't very smooth, was it? Fuck it though. That's part of my video. But yeah, I think that's about it, y'all. Bottom line, don't be like so critical of yourself. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Like, stop looking at, stop like thinking that people judging you. If they are judging you, so what, bro? Like, no one's fucking perfect. Until you ask me, people who judge people, it's like they're just scared of being judged themselves. You know what I mean? Because everyone's done something. Everyone has things they regret. So it's just like that's why I just let people be who they are. I don't really care about none of that. Again, I'm on this journey with you, man. I'm out here trying to improve myself, trying to do better. You know what I'm saying? I get down, but hey, I'm picking myself back up. I'm doing better. You know what I mean? Like, you can tell I don't really got this stuff together, right? I'm just sitting here talking. I'm like a homie. I'm just sitting here talking to you. I ain't no perfect human being, bro. Screw it. Dang, I'm telling y'all, I've been very tired. Like, I already woke up from my nap, but I want to go back and just lay down. I was watching, like, before I even made this video, I was low key procrastinating, can't lie to you, bro. I was watching Jetro on my phone. All right, shout out to him. Yeah, man. Hey, everything's gonna be okay, bro. I'm here. Love yourselves. Take care of yourselves, man. Try to be better every single day. That being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. So if you're new or watch the video, see that's what you want to do. Peace out, love y'all. Later.